Greetings and welcome back to Studio Satino. Today I'm going to show you a very detailed view of the centerpiece of the Human series. I pretty much consider this to be my father's masterpiece. I did a video about the Human series earlier on my Facebook page, on Dad's Facebook page. But I don't know if it's still there because Facebook changed its retention policy on live videos. So I'm no longer filming these videos live. I'm now filming them in a high definition format, full view. I'm gonna then upload them to his YouTube channel and then share them to the Facebook so that they won't be lost. Okay, here we go. So the Human series was a series of paintings Dad did in or around 1992, first Gulf War, and pretty much they were done as a statement against war. And so I showed you a lot of the other paintings, which were really beautiful pieces that showed these kind of horrible scenes of war, and then those were all displayed with this at the Fresno Art Museum. And it's very elaborate painting. It's not triptych, it's a polyptych. There are multiple panels here. It opens up multiple times. And then there's these other paintings which are meant to be hung alongside it. Here it says Vita Breve, Requiem, and then 1992, Life is Short. Requiem, what does that remember? I don't know. My Latin's not that good. And on this side, this one to accompany, oops, there's a little spider web there. It says Ars Longa. And then right over here it says Amor Fati. So, I don't know, love, fate, art is long, life is short, I think is the, well, you can give me corrections to the Latin in the comments below, okay? I need help with that. Okay, so this is the outside facing cover, if you will, of this masterpiece. And oh, this painting down below here, I think was added as an afterthought. And it might not even be part of this, but I think it is. And I think Dad made this to help support this painting because it's so heavy that you really need to have some pretty heavy wall anchors to hold it up, and probably this just helped with that. This painting did fall off of the wall because we get earthquakes here from time to time, and it wasn't hung properly. The nails holding it were really small, so I had to get it up and hang it again at a great difficulty. It's really hard to move. It takes like 4 guys to move this painting. But my girlfriend helped me and I managed to get it back up on the wall. Fortunately, it was not damaged when it fell. No apparent damage anyway. Maybe a scratch somewhere, but nowhere obvious. So I feel lucky. Okay, and this opening panel here, I see the face of my grandfather here. But I know that Dad also made this as kind of a self-portrait because I know that it says magus under here, magician. I think he very much viewed himself as, you know, the magician who's kind of, you know, keeping the plates spinning and sort of making things happen. And I want to show you some detail of this because it's painted to look like stone. But it's really, the application of the paint is part of Dad's magic, you know. Let's look at it closer. And the magician is sort of floating this character in the air. Okay. Now I'm going to give you a broad view of this, and I'm also going to give you a very detailed view. So we'll try not to make this video too long, though. So here we go. Are you ready? All right. Now, I think this is so beautiful. Here we have this scene of planet Earth, and above in the heavens we have all this activity. People really having a good time, really. And let's take a much closer look now at it. Well, okay, I'll just give you a second just to take this in. Maybe we can get this squared up a little bit. Yeah. Okay, now let's take a really detailed view of this. I'm going to go in now and look at the first panel. And so we've got these sort of planets and stars and this really just incredibly beautifully colorful and rich sky. And these characters frolicking weightlessly through the heavens. Just really having a great time and doing really beautiful, beautiful things. Sort of a fairy type character here. And off in the distance back there, some more people. And these people look like they're playing catch through the hoop. And then down here in the lower left corner, we have a dark city on the horizon across the sea there. Okay, now let's look at this next panel here. And again, we have these just really beautiful scenes of people just really having a great time floating around in the heavens. And I think Dad, a lot of this, Dad was, he did a whole series about trapeze artist, and I think he was kind of inspired by Cirque du Soleil. He went to see Cirque du Soleil. And these people are doing something up in the Magnolias. I love the way Dad uses his empty space. It's never just empty space. There's always just all these colors, and it's just so rich and beautiful. Okay, let's go over to this other panel here. And come down. More beautiful people doing beautiful things in the sky. And here's some more Latin here. It says Adiman tibi competes. Adiman tibi competes. Don't know what that means. You can get your translators out and we'll figure it out together. Liberare et ego et tu beati fuimus. Okay, now we've seen kind of what's happening up in the sky. Now I'm just going to pan along the bottom of the painting here, and we're going to take a look at what's happening down on planet Earth. And there's some neighborhoods here, some buildings, and some kind of unpleasant looking scenes down in the street here. Things are not as beautiful down on the surface of the planet here. And here we see the statement about war. He's really trying to bring the war home to you and put it in your neighborhood. Okay, so that's what's happening there. And okay, we're going to come back here and put you back in your cradle. And this whole painting opens up again. So let me just get this thing cinched down a little bit. Okay, here we go. All right, so that's the first thing you see when you open this. And then it opens again. So here we go. And I warn you, this could be a little disturbing. I went to visit Dad shortly after he painted this, and he talked about it and kind of described it to me. And so he describes this as his angel of death. And here we see, the angel is puking out these souls, people, down into the pit of hell. And then the pit of hell is populated, with sinners. And over here in the walls we have these worms kind of coming out and also vomiting into the pit of hell. And some of them spitting out bodies or corpses. Okay. So you can get a look at that. Now this thing is huge. It's like 4.5 feet, like 5 feet tall. I'm 6 feet tall, so when I stand next to it, you can get an idea. It's like 5 feet by 12 feet when it's open. So it's enormous. All right, let's go in and take a look here. We'll start on the left panel here, and there's some Latin here. It says, Machinas extruendas curat quo facilius urbem expugnet. Something like they make machines of war to better destroy the masses or something. I don't know. I have to look that one up too. But anyway, we've got these horrible scenes going on, and Hieronymus Bosch is evoked here. And I'm sure Hieronymus Bosch was a huge influence on Dad in making this work. Dad was real depressed about the Gulf War around that time. And understandably, I think we all were. It was, the war was sold to us, on a pack of lies. And it was just basically an excuse to go into Iraq and kind of rape the country. And so we see, there's cannibalism going on down here. It says something about into a fouled pit I heave the arms dealers first. Purgamentuum aeternum excrementa corruptus pus. Ut cementum faceris ita metas haec noris descendas sunt. Don't know what that means. Y'all can help me with it. Anyway, yeah, so arms dealers, weapons manufacturers, things like that. People just doing really bad stuff and being tortured. All right, we're going to go over, at the top. And there's this flying creature here with a corpse in its mouth, someone's head, and it's spilling out blood down onto these. There's this little guy with a jetpack here. Little demons of hell. Here's a little insect flying along with torturing somebody, chomping on someone's head. And we've got sort of these horrible scenes of people doing weird things with weapons. There's some type of warrior character here. Patria. And over here we've got this flying creature. And some guy with a balloon on fire. Bombs are his excrement. And this guy's flying on a broken rocket and his head is in a guillotine. Lots of scenes of torture and mayhem and just horrible stuff. And there's the angel of death above it all. And he's puking out these bodies down into the pit of hell. Okay, let's go over to the right panel now. And we see this kind of a weird looking worm-like creature vomiting down. Carnivora et vomitorium. I don't know. Meat eaters and vomit. More demons and evil looking characters here torturing people. This guy's operating on somebody over here. This guy's butchering up children, and this guy is serving them to this woman who's eating babies. So, there you go. All right, that's it. Thank you for taking some time to watch these videos. Really appreciate your support, and feel free to share this on your social media pages. In fact, you'd really be doing me a favor if you do. And stay tuned, we'll be doing more videos like this, and I do them kind of almost as often as I can, so I'm a little busy still, just kind of trying to make ends meet, but I'm spending as much time here as I can, cleaning things up, going through the work, and I'm going to be showing it to you. So thanks again. I'll see you in the next video.